Bitcoin and Ethereum, what's his next move? Let's find out in the chart, shall we? Is Bitcoin ready to break down here because we've created a failed move equals a fast move in the opposite direction when this W right here failed to break higher? Or is Bitcoin going to bounce off of this level here and then we're going to break through and head into new all-time highs? Well, we're going to talk about that and Ethereum and more in today's episode. And my name is Da Vinci Jeremy. And if you really like that, right, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, bell button, and all. And I'm here joined with Inti Campos.
Good morning, people. How are you today?
Well, I know I'm good today, man. I you know what? It doesn't matter. People are thinking, oh, Bitcoin's going down. It's going to zero. Oh my God. We're all gonna die. I mean, come on. I mean, like, how long have these people been in this space? Have they not seen the history? Have they not gone back in the charts and seen that Bitcoin does these things? It goes up, it goes down, but it eventually goes to the moon every single time, right? Have they missed all that? Yes, they have. I've been around here since 2011, and I guess people are just not used to these ups and downs, right? How do you feel about it, Inti?
I don't feel anything really. I'm just trying to go with the flow and not lose my mind when the price starts like fluctuating thousands of dollars in a day. That's what we should do, right?
Yeah, but do you think Bitcoin's going higher, or is it going to go down to zero?
Oof, down to zero is never going to zero. I think it's going higher eventually, yeah. But looking at my charts, I think in the short term we may see some downside. Yeah.
Yeah, but overall we're still in a bull market, and yeah, it could change. We could, but I highly doubt that Bitcoin is going to turn around and turn into a bearish market for a very long time. I think we might see a little bit of a bearish trend for a little bit of time, and then all of a sudden the bullish trend is going going to continue, and we're going to go see prices well over 100,000. And you know what? This GameStop thing that people have been talking about, I think this is an indication of something, because first it was Hertz, now it's GameStop, right? That doesn't make any sense, which is the stock's going up. I think this is showing a pattern of something, and I think you know what I'm going to be leading to when we talk about it in today's show. All right, well, before we get to that, Inti's got a few words to say before we get on to the charts.
Yes, sir. As always, people, it's worth to remind you that this video is for entertainment purposes only, and this is not financial advice. Please do your own research before putting any of your hard-earned money on the market.
All right, awesome. Well, Inti, you're going to be taking a look for any questions people have in the chat. People are watching this live right now. And if you want to watch this live, all you have to do is purchase a Pandora's Wallet subscription or a Da Vinci J15 token, and you could also watch this show live. All right, let's head over to the charts and see what we can see. As you know, as I was talking about, you can see this W. We were saying this in the intro, right? We mentioned this W here, right? It was clear, right? I took a buy order. I think it was like we were looking for earlier on. We are looking for it to dip down here, and I wanted to take this buy order so that it could get up to the W and then break out, and I would take this ride higher. Well, it turns out it went up. And immediately, as you can see here, right, it dumped down very fast. That's called a failed move because fast move in the opposite direction. You can see that clearly when you take we do a measured move of this W, overall W here. And we go, okay, well, on the breakout, right? Just breakout, we should be a lot higher. Well, we didn't break out. We broke out, but we're like, not going. And then, everybody's like, oh, really? Okay, I'm going to panic dump. And that's what happened. So that's what we're seeing right now, is that the market panic dumped. And now it's trying to decide whether or not it was going to break this bottom of the falling wedge triangle, because we've got Unfortunately, we've got a lot of lower highs, lots of lower highs, and lots of lower highs, and quite a few lower lows. So this does not bode well for Bitcoin in the immediate short term. All right, so let me just get to the pointer here since I can't seem to hit the undo here and erase all this stuff. There we go. So what do we do? What do we do? Well, as you know, right? You don't want to. We're in a bull market, right? You don't want to wait. You don't want to jump the gun and start shorting this thing without confirmation, because this you could get seriously wrecked, right? Especially since we're still in a bullish trend overall, and this most likely will break to the downside, right? Of course, it has a higher probability of breaking to the downside than it is to upside, but there's no guarantee of that. So we need to ensure that we get some sort of confirmation, and clear confirmation, of course, would be one of two locations that you can start entering a short here. One is obviously on the last breakdown of $28,900 to $29,000 is close enough. We'll probably just continue breaking down. Or I would believe that you could also hit this level as well, right here, which is the $30,000 level. Once we break through that, I think that is a clear point where you can say, okay, that's it. We are done, like dinner. Right here, you can see there's a lot of resistance there. So a breakthrough of 30,000 will carry through for quite some time. We can see that this thing could break us down all the way as far as if we were to basically draw from here to there and take it from $30,000. This thing could break down as far as $17,000. But I don't think that that's going to happen. So because we're in a clear bull trend, so this thing will probably only break down to either to the 25,000. And let me go to other charts, actually, to my more colorful and prettier charts. There we go. So let's start with that. Let's start with the trend lines that we've are right now. This trend line, I haven't had. You know what? We haven't looked at these charts in a long time. We've been looking at the basic charts and doing redrawing and so forth. And this chart, all these lines here have been here forever. So you can see how the market has respected all these lines that I've drawn from a long time ago. This line right here, and it's probably going to respect this line, this green one, or the yellow one down here. So there's going to be a lot of traffic here at the $25,000 level. And if we break that, then there's going to be traffic at the $23,000 level. And then we break that, of course, the $20,000 level. So I would take precautions with your short if you do jump in one sometime soon if this thing breaks down. Just always, set your stops to break even, or to at least, to get some profits, so that every time it breaks down to here, okay, fine, I want to maybe set my stop to where the last breakout is at 29,000. I should get some more money because I started at 30,000, right? And yeah, so it all depends on where you entered your short. Just make sure you manage your short, because it's going to be a very bumpy ride. This thing is going to move back up probably a lot faster once, because there's a lot of opportunity for people to actually purchase these cheap Bitcoin from, buying the dips from the dips who sell, right? Because there's a limited number of Bitcoin, and yeah, that's never going to change. Alrighty. So, let's see here. Well, I think before we continue, right, I do believe there's a key levels of support there in Bitcoin based on some Fibonacci levels. Let me just see if I have that drawn up on here in one of these charts, the daily chart. Okay, no, I don't. I thought I did. But let's just draw it up anyways. So if we start from the turn, the last possible turn on Bitcoin, and let's just start from the, I believe it was yes, around the $10,000 mark. So let's start there and just do our fibs from that previous turn. I think we could see some lining up of information here, lining up of events with the Fibonacci levels, and we want to make sure that this is somewhat accurate. There we go. I would say that one. There we go. And right here, you can see the 38.2 nicely lined up with the current breakdown level of $30,000. Right? We break that. We're heading further down. We also have the 61.8 at $22,000. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. And finally, what else do we have? We have the 21 EMA at $22 or $23,000 almost. Yes, 23. I think it is at $23,000. Let's move the candle there. Yes, 22,800. So that is probably the end of the road. I would suggest I'm going to actually, you know what? I'm actually going to set up. I already have an account set up so that I can actually hit a buy order. If Bitcoin goes to that level, I'm going to go a 3x long at that level. Easy. I'm going to hit that with 3x long. If Bitcoin comes down there. There's no way I can see Bitcoin going further lower. Can go lower, but I don't see it doing anything crazy beyond that. And then we're off to the races after that. All right, so that's what I am planning to do shortly, if that happens, right? I mean, of course, Bitcoin could bounce at this level here, at the $30,000 level, and we'll never see it again. We'll never get $30,000 ever again, right? So that's anything can happen. We have to wait for it to see what the market does. If it breaks down 30,000, we're going further down. We break higher. We break, of course, higher this way. Or if we go the opposite direction, and we go and we break this level here, which is the $35,000 level, it's see it when I see it. I wouldn't want to be it. And that's that. And so let's just wait and see what Bitcoin decides to do. All right, and if you wanted to trade that, you could do so by heading over to bybit.davincij15.com, right? And you could trade that, and you just have to enter in what's inside the promotion, right? The rewards hub, right? To get $620, right? Just make sure you open up your account and you type in jackpot right here. Oops. Oh, man. There we go. Jackpot, and away you go. You can get an extra $620 in trading if you follow the deposit schedules that are located here on this page. Alrighty. Let's head over to Ethereum, right? Ethereum is... I'm still waiting for the 61.8, but now I'm a little bit nervous that the 61.8 might not hold. It might hold for a little while, but we'll see. I'm still going to hit the 61.8 on a long, and I'm probably going to dump it should it not go jump higher really fast off the 61.8. And I'm going to see what I can do. I don't think it's going to break down beyond the 61.8 until right away. Like it's not going to just break through it and continue on to 78.6. At least I don't believe so. Anything is possible, of course, and yeah, and if it jumps back up and it breaks to the 1366, I'll take the profits and walk on that. Is what I'm looking for on my next trade for Ethereum. I'm not going to. It looks like it's trying to come back up to the 38.2 and retest the 38.2, but if it fails, we could see it come back to the 61.8 at $1,200, and before we see any kind of return back up higher. Unfortunately, of course, it is making what looks like higher lows and lower highs, but it's still in a bull market because there are more higher highs than there are right here, higher high, higher high, higher high, and remember there is more higher and higher lows, right, than it is on the coming back on the other side of this current higher high. It's rolling down, right? Trying to see if it can get down to the 78.6, and it may not do that. So I'm going to try my luck here, see what it comes back. If it bounces off of here, gives me a payday, but it might roll down to 78.6 and then continue its trajectory a lot higher. So consider that for if you are taking this trade. If it fails, I'm just gonna go, oh well, that's not trader's life, right? And then reset my trade at 78.6, and that's that. That's all you can do, right? It's just let it go, right? Make sure you trade. Make sure when you do trades, right? Because not every single trade is gonna work out for you. That you take the minimum amount of loss that you can handle, and I suggest people never go above 5%, and then you continue to this way you are always in the game and you're never going to get wrecked, and you just move on to the next trade. Don't let it frustrate you, because the market is designed to frustrate you so that you make mistakes, so you actually do the wrong thing. So don't do the wrong thing. And stay focused. You will make money if you just get out. All you have to do is be right more than 50% of the time, and make sure that your risk to reward is at least 2 to 1, and you'll be all right in the long term on the market. Okay. Alrighty. With that said, let's talk about before we go on to that. I want to talk about. The DJ15 token, right? We're going to be doing. I haven't done any. I haven't gone over all the finances for the DJ15 token, over everything that we collected from the affiliates, right? But if you head over to Bybit or Femex and you sign up through my affiliate links, not through anybody else's, right? And you use your account through my links, and you own some DJ15 tokens, right? Percentage of that money is gonna go into buying up this token and burning it. So make sure that you get into that, you take advantage of that, and watch this token increase in value over time. Also, remember, if you want to watch this live, or you want to use Pandora's wallet to store your cryptocurrencies and store your altcoins, you can do so by purchasing a subscription to Pandora's wallet. We don't have a sale right now, but I believe prices will be going up sometime soon, right? Especially since if Bitcoin goes up in price. Alrighty. Should Bitcoin go down in price, you're going to be getting obviously a discount. Alrighty. Let's head over to what's going on with GameStop. In about a month, GameStop has increased by 3x, right, to where it is right now. It's like, let's see here. It was like 20. Actually, it was not 3x. It's more than that. It was like less than $20. Or what? Let's see here. Let's say it was. Whoa. $20. Jesus, that's more than 3x. That's 7x or something like that. And so, what's going on? Why is it doing this? Right? Maybe they're going to be making a lot of money in the future. Let's just see. Oh wait, GameStop is expected to lose money this year, and next. Sales growth is sluggish as few gamers need to go to stores or even shop online when they can go download new titles directly from their consoles, PC, phones, or tablets. So why are the shares of the video game retailer up 275% in 2021 so far? Well, interesting, right? There's somebody saying posters from Reddit are touting the companies aggressively, right? But I don't think so. I really don't think so. We've seen this with Hertz, right? We've seen, and then you talk about all the stupid questions, stupid things that people are saying. BTC price clinging to 31,000 as I don't know, Skashmachi says GameStop's boom is good for Bitcoin. This is nonsense. This is absolute nonsense, right? I can't believe that somebody would write this nonsense. We have Elon Musk saying game stonks, like really, and we get people like frenzying into GameStop, right? Like how do you beat? How are you going to beat the decentralized crowd? That to me is more affirmation that decentralized finance. Right? What? How does this GameStop fit into this? Like, it's ridiculous. And I can't believe this, but now I do believe what's going on. I see what's going on. Right? One, it's the Federal Reserve behind this nonsense. You know it, right? And once price, because remember what I've said before, price is everything. And people don't look at fundamentals, right? And you really shouldn't look at fundamentals because there could be a fundamental event that's going on in the background that you don't know, right? So if the price starts to move higher, that's indicating that somebody knows something somewhere else. But I bet you that's not the case here in GameStop. I'm willing to bet that GameStop is not going to come out all of a sudden and say, hey, you know what? We've got this new blah, blah, blah. And that's why our stocks are really going up. And then it obviously will crash down if they had come up with some sort of new thing, because that was a buy the rumor, sell the news event. But I bet you that's not the case. I bet you that's not the case. And I bet you it's all the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve has been in this market since March, and they've been buying up stocks, and this is the result of it. This is the absolute result of the Federal Reserve coming into the market, buying up stocks, causing the rise to continue, and people going, I don't know why this is going up, but it's probably because something's happening and I don't know about it, and they hit the buy button, and that's all it is. It may be a little bit with the news article people on Reddit and stuff, but that's not. It's just the noise, basically. In my personal opinion, right? Let's see how this plays out in the weeks to come, because it's. I think this is a hint of hyperinflation coming into the market, because you know what, the government needs to get the money going somewhere, and government now only makes money from people who play the stock market at this point in time. Their whole income, the whole government income, right, of the United States is basically 90% or 80% with the stocks, with the price of stocks. So the Federal Reserve can't have the government become insolvent and have a negative, basically go negative when it comes to the income of their taxation. If their taxes are less than their income, then yeah, things will get really bad, really ugly, very fast. right? Because they're going to continue printing, right? The government's going to continue spending, and they need to make it at least appear that the government can pay its debts, and and the only way to do that at this point in time, right, is if the stocks start to run, and the government makes more income through taxation, and then they were able to pay their debts. Anyways, Inti, what do you think about that?
Well, wow, it makes absolute sense. It's funny because yesterday I was looking at a video about how the economy works, and it makes sense that the government is doing all what they can to invest in the stock market, whatever it is, right? They have to keep the balance between between inflation and deflation, or at least that is what it looks in paper, right? But I mean, it's going to get to the point where there's more money printed than assets to buy. That is going to get ugly, I think.
Yes, exactly. And they need to actually they need to get us to buy more different assets and spread the money around. Right, there has to be more assets than there is money, or else the money will lose value fast. So, I think this is why you have this stupid what's it called vaccination coming through, and you're not going to be able to go back to you're not going to be able to stop wearing a mask. You're not going to be able to go to restaurants. You're not going to be able to go back to normal, even if everybody was vaccinated. So, what's the point of that? Right? What's the like really? So they just that's another direction to spend money. And yeah, so the more assets there are, this is the key thing, right? This is why they're like, oh, we need growth. All we need to do is grow out of this. Grow out of this. And technically, yes, that is the case. Because if the economy grows and there's more things to buy, the more things to push out that people can move their currency towards, and then it makes it difficult for the currency to go into a hyperinflation. But if should that implode, which this is the direction that we're going, since as you know, with the pandemic, there's businesses have closed. There's less people having small businesses, and then they're going to actually increase the minimum wage. Things are not looking so good for North America. So it's going to be an interesting time, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in the next year or so. Anyways, well, thank you for watching. Thanks for participating in today's live stream. If you're watching this live, looking forward to answering your questions. And if you are not participating in the live stream, make sure that you do by purchasing Pandora's Wallet subscription or the DJ15 token. All right, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys soon. Cheers.
Bye.